Okay, good afternoon everyone and welcome to the 2026 IMC Graduation Ceremony. Before we begin, can I please ask all graduates and guests to put your phone on silent or aeroplane mode so it doesn't go off during the ceremony? Can I also ask if there are any children that they be accompanied with an adult at all times during the ceremony? I think that's it. Thank you very much. Can I please ask everyone to stand to welcome the academic procession?
Please remain standing for the Australian National Anthem to be performed by Louise White. Thank you.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth from toil. Our home is girt by sea, our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Welcome, graduands and guests, to today's graduation ceremony, which is a proud and long-standing tradition in the academic world. We begin by acknowledging the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation as the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today. And we pay our respects to their elders past and present. We honour the enduring culture of all First Nations people and the deep contribution they make to the life of Australia, its cities and regional areas. I now introduce to you the Chairman of IMC's Academic Board, Professor Dominic Verity. Professor Verity is a graduate of Cambridge University, England, where he earned a Bachelor of Science with honours and a PhD in pure mathematics. He is an Emeritus Professor of Mathematics and Computer Science at Macquarie University and also a Professor of the Mathematical Sciences Institute of the Australian National University. Professor Verity is a widely published researcher in mathematics and an award-winning teacher in computer science. He has been chair of the Academic Senate at Macquarie University and a member of that university's council. Besides his academic credentials, Dominic Verity has worked in software development and in investment banking and quantitative analysis with Deutsche Bank and HSBC. Professor Verity, would you please welcome our graduands, their families and friends, and introduce today's guest speaker, who will deliver the occasional address.
Thank you, Deputy President. On behalf of the IMC community, I'd like to extend my warmest welcome and congratulations to you, your families, and to all of those who've worked with you to achieve the success you now celebrate. Whenever I come to these things, I realize how nervous I am, even although I've been to many graduation ceremonies over the years. And of course, that nervousness is because it always reminds me of my own graduation many, many years ago. It was quite a different time. 40 years is a long time, and since I graduated with my degree, many things have changed. My graduation ceremony, for instance, was spoken in Latin, which I guess is a long dead language. And the world then seemed a much, much simpler and smaller place. I think maybe at some point during my PhD, I got my first email address, and that was the first point at which we had sort of open electronic communication. There might have been, only 10, 20,000 people in the world who had such things at the time. We had no social media, we had no 24-hour news cycle, no mobile phones. I remember having my first laptop, which was too hot and heavy to actually put on my lap. And we certainly had no awareness of some of the great issues that challenge us today, like climate change and so forth, and certainly didn't have solar panels on my roof. Life since then has been one challenge after another, but what remains is how well that education has supported me to meet every new wave of change. I think the important thing for me was not the specific things it taught me, but the adaptability to change as the world did around me. And I'm confident that the education that you are graduating from now will serve you just as well over the next 40 years, and well past that, I hope. Education has always been a pillar of our society, whose importance extends well beyond the individual. It enriches our cultures, feeds our minds, enables our nations to feed and shelter their peoples, and prepares us to build a new and better future. And I would say more words of my own, but try as I might, my thoughts on this topic pale into significance against those of the great humanitarian Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. One of the memories that I particularly cherish was many years ago going to Washington, D.C., and on the National Mall there is a remarkable memorial. I think the best thing in Washington, D.C. is the remarkable memorial to Dr. Martin Luther King. It's a beautiful place, and there I discovered this quote inscribed behind his statue. This was part of his speech that he gave at the Nobel Peace Prize presentation in Oslo in 1964. He said, "I have the audacity to believe that peoples everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies, education and culture for their minds, and dignity, equality, and freedom for their spirits." These are certainly words to live by. They're certainly words that represent why we're here together today. And I am both humbled and honored that IMC has had the opportunity to walk with you in the pursuit of these ideals. Your graduation marks the completion of your current academic journey, but more importantly, it signals a new phase of your lives and careers. IMC is proud to have played a part in helping you to develop the skills that will launch you into that future. You will undoubtedly have remarkable contributions or make remarkable contributions, but more importantly, you stand ready to support your families and advance the communities that you live in, both of which I honour here today. I encourage you to keep in touch with IMC and its community. While young, it is one which is growing and vibrant, comprising fellow graduates who will be an invaluable resource to you as you embark on your careers ahead. Congratulations again, and may I add my very best wishes to you all for the future. So it falls to me to have the great pleasure to introduce our guest speaker today, Rehan de Alameda, who is the CEO of FinTech Australia. So welcome here today. It's very good to have you with us. So FinTech Australia is the peak industry body representing the nation's dynamic and fast-growing FinTech sector. He provides the vision and leadership that drive the industry forward through strategic policy advocacy, thought leadership, and high-impact initiatives. Rehan is a prominent voice in shaping FinTech policy, strengthening engagement between industry and government, and championing Australia's standing as a leading global hub for FinTech innovation. And may I add, this was an industry that I worked in many years ago, and so therefore I'm well aware of the importance of that industry to Australia. Rehan's own journey is one that graduates will recognise. It began far from where it is today. He completed his bachelor's degree in electrical engineering in Bangalore, India, before deciding to pursue his ambitions abroad. In 2016, he migrated to Australia to undertake his MBA, a move that reshaped his career and set him on his current path. Over more than 14 years, Rehan has built a career spanning engineering, public relations, marketing, and communications strategy, a remarkable range. Before joining FinTech Australia, he spent 6 years leading PR and strategy campaigns for startups, several of which have since grown into globally successful organizations. That experience gave him a deep appreciation of how bold ideas backed by the right support and community can scale into something extraordinary. With over 8 years at FinTech Australia, Rehan oversees the organization's day-to-day operations and the delivery of its strategic objectives. A firm believer in the power of community, he fosters collaboration between startups, corporates, regulators, government bodies, and the many stakeholders across Australia's FinTech ecosystem. Rehan's story is, of course, a testament to curiosity, adaptability, and the willingness to step into the unknown, moving across disciplines, industries, and continents in pursuit of opportunity. Precisely, I think, the point I made earlier, which is our educations actually enable us to make those moves very effectively, and Rehan has certainly done that. He's a passionate advocate for innovation and for the next generation of leaders who will shape the future of finance and technology. So I would like to welcome Rehan up to the stage here and thank him again for being with us today.
Those are some extremely kind words. Thank you so much. And good afternoon. Thank you to the chair of the academic board for those extremely kind words. And thank you, IMC class of 2026, for inviting me. It is an honor, a privilege, and a newfound source of stress addressing graduates about how to navigate what comes next. So on one hand, it is a huge milestone in your life, and you may be keen to hear what this random stranger has to say about what lies ahead. And on the other hand, you may not remember a word of what I've said, so I'm just going to try anyway. Since until this day, most of you knew nothing about me, apart from what has been said on stage. You're probably also hoping for Chris Hemsworth as your key speaker. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. So for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to talk about myself. 17 years ago, yeah, it's been 17, wow. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in electrical and electronics engineering back in India. My plan was to get a degree, find that engineering job, and grow in that engineering career. And what I have done with that degree? Nothing. My parents are still processing this. To be fair, I did work in the field for about a year. I was, and I say this with full self-awareness, unremarkable at it. Not terrible, just not motivated by it. So I moved into technology communications, running communications for venture capital firms, and its portfolio companies. I fell in love with startups and fast-growing technology companies. None of it was part of my plan. But that engineering degree was not wasted. It was the reason I could sit in a room full of technical people and follow the conversation, even translate it for general audiences. Nothing you have learned in your course will be wasted either. It just rarely gets used in the shape you expect. Now you are sitting here today with your own plan. Some of you chose your degree after careful analysis of global trends. Some of you decided this course would allow you to spend more time in Australia, exploring the beautiful beaches. Either way, you have made it to the other side with a master's in data analytics, a master's in applied finance or information technology or whatever else, and a clear hope for what comes next. All you can do from now is hold on to that plan loosely. So in 2016, I moved to Australia to pursue an MBA. Yes, an MBA. It doesn't even give me the skills for a permanent residency, but I still took it. I arrived with years of professional experience and a track record I was proud of, and it counted for less than I expected. No one was unkind. Australia has been extremely good to me. But there is a gap between what you have done somewhere else and what people here can immediately verify. That gap does not close by itself. I applied for roles, I got the emails many of you already have received or soon will. You know what they say, we were impressed with your background, however, we have decided to proceed in some other direction. I must admit, I do that now sometimes as well. From someone standing on this stage today, I want you to know that those emails are not a verdict on you. They are a gap in information, and gaps in information can be closed. Here is how I closed mine. While I was studying and still applying for jobs, I started asking a different question, not who is hiring, but who needs my help. I went to startups that had no funding and offered my skills anyway, because I had the time and I wanted the connections. Small organizations took me up on it. There was no job, there was no salary worth mentioning, there was just too much work and not enough people. With the last small organization, I joined as an intern. Picture this, I was in my early 30s. I had years of experience. I had managed teams back in India, and people used to report to me, and now in Australia, I was an intern. Some days it felt like walking backwards, but now looking back, it was the best professional decision I made. A small organization that needs help will give you more responsibility faster than a large one that is merely willing to hire you. No queue, no graduate program, no waiting for someone to leave. Just too much work and not enough people. And I was useful, so I was given more. I kept being useful, so I kept being given more. Today, I am the CEO of that organization, and I represent a sector that contributes $13 billion to the Australian economy. I am not telling you that to impress you. I am telling you because the mechanisms is boringly repeatable. Trust compounds, and compounding is deeply boring, right up till the moment you look backwards and cannot believe how far it has carried you. So some of you already have jobs, congratulations. Some of you are still looking, do not stop applying. But alongside who is hiring, start asking, who can I help? They are different questions with very different answers. Which brings me to my next point on connections. Your connections will matter more than your qualifications. I do not mean collecting people. I do not mean working a room. And I definitely do not mean LinkedIn messages to random strangers saying, I hope this finds you well. I mean the accumulated goodwill of people who have actually helped. Almost everything good in my career arrived through a person, not a process. And not one of those people helped me because I asked what they could do for me. They helped me because at some earlier point I had done something for them, usually without expecting anything back. Be that person, relentlessly starting now. It is the highest returning investment you will ever make, and nobody can automate it. And while we are on trust, one warning. I have been in my industry long enough to watch people tell me how I should be doing my job or talk their way into roles they could not do. And when it fell apart, talking their way into the next one, failing upwards, works for a surprisingly long time. Don't be like that. Eventually, the people around you work out the difference between someone who knows and someone who performs knowing. Now, it would be remiss of me not to mention everyone's favorite topic, AI. You are graduating into the strangest technological shift anyone in this room has faced. Using AI for your assignments was only the beginning, obviously. But here is what I consider the trap. AI makes mediocrity effortless. You can now be average at anything and make it look polished, which means polish is worthless. And market price of sounds impressive has dropped to zero. But there are three things AI cannot take from you for now. The first is human connection. I watched highlights of the robot Olympics yesterday. I'm not sure if you have. One of the robots beat Usain Bolt's 100-meter record. They can remarkably do a lot these days. But even with all they can do, they cannot build human-to-human relationships, trust between people. And if machines can replace human relationships entirely, then people themselves are no longer needed, and we have far bigger problems than your career, right, if that happens. The second is judgment. Really understanding a problem, going back to first principles, knowing which problem is the actual problem that remains ours for now. But it is also the muscle that atrophies fastest if you outsource it. Use these tools. Just be deliberate about what you hand over. Do not let a shortcut take the interesting part of your profession away from you. And the third is your journey. AI is exceptional at summarizing, at shortening, at skipping to the answer. Life does not work that way. The messy middle, where you were confused, where you tried something that failed, where you argued with someone and changed your mind, that is where the thinking happens. That is what makes the whole effort worth it. There is no shortcut because the whole journey is the point. And two more things, and then I will let you go, I promise. First, your people. Over time, you become an average of the people you spend your hours with. So spend your hours with the people who produce the version of you that you most want to be. That applies to your closest friends, and it applies most of all to your life partner, who will shape your life and your career more than any employer ever will. So choose accordingly. Second, kindness. Everyone in this room got here differently. Personal savings, family sacrifice, scholarships, loans, or a rich aunt who left you a massive inheritance on the strict condition that you graduate from IMC. You do not know which one is true or for the person sitting next to you. So do not assume, do not judge. Everyone in this room is better than you at something. And remember that your success is never entirely your own doing. Your family, your peers, your community, and a good amount of luck all play their part. Be grateful for it all. Nothing is promised to you, and you are owed nothing. People around you are fighting battles you cannot see. Be kind. It matters less how they treat you. It matters how you treat them. So we are at the end, and I owe you one takeaway since you already forgot what I said. Stop only asking for who is hiring. Start asking for how can you be of service to others. That question took me from an intern in a new country without any clear plan to a role that I am proud of. I cannot promise it will do the same for you, but it's worth trying. In 10 years, if you bump into me, I may admit this is all the wrong advice and you should have destroyed the robots when you had the chance. Nobody knows the future. All you can control is what you can do now and what you let compound from here. Work hard, be kind, be of service to others, and every so often look up and notice how beautiful the world truly is. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
I'm missing a page. I'm missing a page.
Dominic will have the vote of thanks.
Yeah, okay. Professor Verity, would you please deliver a vote of thanks to our guest speaker, Rehan, for his wonderful occasional address?
Well, that was remarkable, wasn't it? And thank you very much, Rohan, again, for being with us today. I guess, as I said at the beginning, we live in times where things are changing, but there are certain constants, and I think those constants came out in what you said. I particularly appreciated your message about artificial intelligence, I'd have to say. And if you don't mind, I might steal some of your lines. It was a marvelous and compelling thing that you said, a story that really, I think, should inspire all of us into the future. And I'm sure that you will all be treading similar paths to similar stories and to similar success over the next few years. So I would like to thank Rohan again for his wonderful words.
I now invite the Honourable Jonathan O'Dea, a member of our Board of Directors, to present a gift to Rehan. Thank you. Would Dominic, Rehan and Jonathan move to the centre stage for a commemorative photo, please? Thank you. Professor Verity, would you please stand? I should not have let you sit down, I'm sorry. Professor Verity, I present to you those students who can be here today and who have satisfied the requirements to be admitted to graduate certificate, graduate diploma, bachelor and master's degrees. Professor Verity, I present to you graduates of the Master of Business Administration.
Gudigamuva Ralalange Harindra Sanduni Abe Ratani. Sulang Chimig Ing Sahang. Mahesh Gimili. Wakash Javid. Benazia Khan. Asmita Kotivada. Anita Kasri. Huyen Elsa Ko. Alan Kipchoge Rotich. Mahijabi Saba. Meghna Sahi. Carmen Zoraida Tapia Sanchez. Pushpa Thapa. Shamila Thapa Chasre. Wan Ting Wang. Bai Mei Xu.
Professor Verity, I present to you a graduate of the Master of Business Administration with a specialisation in digital business applications.
Jumi Choden Rinzing.
Professor Verity, I present to you a graduate of the Master of Business Administration with a specialisation in business analytics.
Suresh Sharma.
Professor Verity, I present to you graduates of the Master of Business Administration with a specialisation in professional accounting.
Bhavnit Kaur. Akita Goyat. Akita Goyat. Simranjit Kaur. Muhammad Ali. Susmita Bandali. Isa M. Montenegro Bubun. Arati Chaudhary. Asmita Chesri. Sonam Choden. Tsering Choden. Nishana Dito. Mamta Gimili. Diwosh Gurong. Niharaj Gurong. Niharaj Gurong. Sandesh Gurong. Muhammad Abu Hasnat. Pratistha Joshi. Kamalprit Kaur. Prem Singh Khadka. Ronishma Kunal. Anil Prasad Kushwaha. Tsering Hamo. Janice Makawele. Saru Mukhtan. Calvin is Mungai. Pradeep Nagargoti. Kamana Nupani. Kamana Nupani. Sulu Pokrel BK. Meena Pradhan. Francie Lorena Ramirez Romero. Sriza Saha. Pasang Futi Sherpa. Sujita Shrestha. Diring Tamang. Srijana Tamraka Shrestha. Shu Jun Tan. Rahul Kumar Tagulu. Sabina Sapa.
Professor Verity, I present to you graduates of the Master of Data Analytics.
Ing Jagal Gambat. Walter Chimig Nasambaya. Bisham Pandey. Baltimore Sugar.
Professor Verity, I present to you graduates of the Master of Marketing.
Anupret Kaur. Sangay. Haida Abbas. Haida Abbas. Umar Abbas. Pooja Basnat. Muhujagal Batbayer. Ganghuak Batdorj. Tish Zaya Batsaihung. Baltimore Batulu. Zhao Zengdulum Bayar Saiheng. Aruna Bazard Sad. Diana Alexandra Brian Sanchez. Wei Jun Chen. Altonzo Chimi Dorj. Ayun Titik Chimbat. Ayun Chojel. Rikzma Chulun Batter. Naisa Damra. Bat Zaya Damding Dorj. Fiona Dung. Barsha Narai. Amina Dankhang Batter. Bayar Dawa Dorj. Sanjago Dawa Dorj. Sonam Dema. Yanjin Dolam Dorj Derma. Namgai Dorji. Dorj Namjim Duger Jiangsan. Amungalang Inbish. Arusana in Taiwan. Boger Erden Gambat. Soft Gambat. Laura Valentina Jill Martinez. Afifa Iftika. Namun Ish Jafit. Dashtembel Jambazeng Dengdui. Raksha Kayasta. Aladun Chimuk Hulu Butter. Mungun Chimik Hulu Butter. Sophie Lama Tamang. Ink Salon La Rue d'Orge. Masquer Muhumbayer. Gang Erden Monhugele. Richard William Murray. Wuyanga Myanmar Plu. Umbilig Narangile. Caroline Penderoso da Silva. Fopa. Maheshbai Balabai Prajapati. Maheshbai. Nisha Rani. Rudrapriya Ravi Chandaran. Rudrapriya. Monica Rimshate. Sangrila Shrestha. Sinsa Popi Sozianto. Ulon Chimik Suhbater. Mukun Chimik Talwaj. Gang Tsetsil Chichige. Sulungo Tomer Batter. Safi Ula. Ing Amglen Uchioten. Namong Uchirdag. Ying Jie Wei. Karma Yankee.
Professor Verity, I present to you graduates of the Master of Professional Accounting.
Shreya Hamo. Pasang Shrin Sherpa. Trin Dava Sherpa. Erna Tsetik Yalum Pila.
Professor Verity, I present to you a graduate of the Master of Professional Accounting and Business.
Sanjay Saha.
Professor Verity, I present to you graduates of the Master of Professional Accounting Services.
Sabina Amgai. You? Okay. Sabina Amgai. Not here? Okay. Tustagao Badam Solan. Yeah. Sima Basnat. Sangeeta Bandari. Abiro Bata. Archana Buluki. Arungala Buchbatter. Bikash Bahadur Chasri Acharya. Tselem Nadmid Chulum Batter. Sarah Dahao. Susma Duza. Aju Gaochan. Srijana Giri. Nabraj JC. Nijana Casey. Siwash Kafli. Pretty Karki. Dinesh Kanal. Rubina Kunkyo. Sri Krishna Lamichani. Aju Pandey. Jukuma Mineshbai Patel. Biraj Pradhan. Roshani Riyamaji. Yubraj Ragami. Niru Sabkuda Bendare. Cornelis Kipruto Saroni. Ahasam Shabir. Nikita Shrestha. Sandeep Singh Suzarpati. Doreen Chipchirchir Sirim. Zot Titig Soso Balam. Rushant Tabarosa. Wensu. Namunde Chilingdakwa. Basam Sulam Tumum Batter.
Professor Verity, I present to you a graduate of the Graduate Diploma of Data Analytics.
Sulan Titig Batbot.
Professor Verity, I present to you graduates of the Bachelor of Applied Finance and Accounting.
Vijaya Adikali. Pragita Karki. Shiksha Nepal. Priya Nepali. Isma Nirola.
Professor Verity, I present to you a graduate of the Bachelor of International Business.
Mamta Tamang.
At this time, it's traditional for all graduates to stand. So all graduates, you're now graduates, please stand. Please stand. Turn to your left and bow in thanks to your parents, family, friends, and the teaching staff here today who have supported you throughout your education journey. There can be more celebration afterwards, but please be seated now. At this stage of the graduation, we invite a graduate to present a response on behalf of all the graduates today. And this response will come from Miss Jume Choden Rinzen. Jume, would you please step forward to the lectern?
Thank you, Professor Peter Eddy. Good afternoon, fellow graduates, members of the Board of Directors, distinguished guests, faculty members, our family members, and friends. My name is Jurmi Choden Rinzen, and I'm graduating today with a Master of Business Administration, specializing in digital business applications. It is a great honor to stand here today, not only as your graduate representative, but as one of you, my friends, celebrating a journey we have all shared. As I look around today, I find myself thinking about where that journey began. 30 kilograms. That is what most of us were allowed to bring when we packed up our lives and moved here, 30 kilos to fit an entire life into. And somehow, we all managed to stuff a dream in there too. Thank you. Mine had a name, MBA. I'd wanted it for as long as I can remember, and the passion kept getting louder every year until it really wasn't a choice anymore. It was just something I had to go and do. And so just like you, I packed my bags, left everything familiar behind, and came here chasing it. Nobody warns you about what that actually looks like. It looks like sweaty palms before a presentation, a pounding heart in an exam hall before you've read the first question, and wait for this one, group projects. Missed deadlines, arguments over whose slide looked better, and more than one trip to the lecturer's office to maybe complain about a teammate. But every time they would smile and say the same thing. This is a simulation of real life. Managing people, managing frustration, and managing yourself. That was the actual assignment. Back then, I hated hearing that, but I completely believe it now. And funnily enough, some of the people I clashed with hardest back then are now some of my closest friends. And the lecturers were right all along. And that was just a degree with a name on it. Alongside, most of us were quietly earning a second one that nobody grades you on. A new language, new customs, new ways of doing the most basic things, and figuring it out while working and turning in assignments. Some weeks, just living here was the harder assignment, and learning to let good enough beat perfect when that is not on any transcript, that is as real a qualification as anything with a grade attached, and for that, we should give ourselves a round of applause. This is exactly why I need to thank a few people by name, Professor Mo Kader, Professor Aditya, Hardik. You didn't just teach us digital business and organizational behavior, you shaped how a lot of us think. The kind of teaching that turns up years later when you're solving an unrelated problem, and I hear one of my professors' voice asking, "Have you thought about it this way?" And I think a lot of us have felt that. And to my friends from everywhere, quite literally, who somehow became each other's support system in a place that none of us originally called home. That's not something an MBA teaches you. That's something you find if you're lucky, and we are all very lucky. Today is a testament to all of it. For some of us, it means being the first in our family's history to graduate. For others, it's carrying a family tradition forward. Either way, whatever we walked in as, jack of all trades, master of none, still figuring it out, today, officially, we are a bachelor or master of one. Emerson said, the only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Nobody handed us this, we decided to become it. One presentation, one exam, and one impossible group project at a time. Thank you. IMC gave us exactly what we needed, even when we didn't know we needed it. That is, enough structure to keep us on track, but enough freedom to figure life out. And maybe that's the real return on a degree like this, not just what you take from a place, but what you leave behind for whoever walks through these doors next. That 30-kilo suitcase is long gone, but everything that actually mattered, the friends, the frustration that turned into growth, the language, and the society we figured out one confusing day at a time, that never needed packing. It just came with us. So to my fellow graduate, take that with you. Let's walk the path we've paved and pave a better one for someone else. I came here chasing a dream with that 30 kilos and no idea what I was doing. Look around this room. That's a lot of dreams that have just landed. Whatever we do with them, I hope it stands as a credit to this institution, one that didn't just hand us a qualification, but shaped how we think, how we work, and carry ourselves in the world. Thank you, and congratulations to class of 2026. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jumi. I now invite Associate Professor Danielle Eden-Kiefer, who's our Director of Research and Scholarship, to present a gift to Jumi. And please stay centre stage for a commemorative photo. Over the past year, two of today's graduates has served us as student representatives on IMC's academic board. That's the most senior governance body. Through their time, commitment and thoughtful contributions, they have ensured that the student voice is heard within IMC's governance processes, and in doing so have strengthened our academic community. As they celebrate their own graduation today, we take this moment to acknowledge their service and express our sincere appreciation for their contribution to the governance of IMC. I now invite Emeritus Professor Dominic Verity, again, Chair of our academic board, to the stage to present certificates of appreciation to Miss Carmen Zoraida Tapia Sanchez and Miss Arungala Bukbata. Now, first, I invite Carmen to join Professor Verity at centre stage. I now invite Arungala to centre stage. Arungala. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce you to the President of our Alumni Association, Dr. Hayley Ma, who will speak to us about the function of our Alumni Society and why it's an important organisation for you.
Thank you, Deputy President. Members of the Academic Board, distinguished guests, teachers and students, family and friends, welcome. First, on behalf of the IMC Alumni Association, I would like to congratulate all our graduates today on your well-deserved success. If we haven't met before, I'm the president of the IMC Alumni Association, and currently I'm also working at University of Technology Sydney Business School. It's my great pleasure and honor to be here today to celebrate this special day with you and celebrate what you have achieved. Graduation is a wonderful time to celebrate your accomplishments, but it's also the perfect time to look ahead. I'm sure there will be many exciting opportunities as well as challenges waiting for you. As you move on from your study at IMC and begin a new chapter in your life, now you are part of our large and growing community of IMC graduates. The world is changing rapidly. Industries are evolving, new technologies are transforming the way we work, and the skills employers are looking for continue to change. What is particularly valuable about being part of an alumni association is that you don't have to navigate all these challenges by yourself. Our alumni come from different industries, come from different parts of the world, and we can learn from each other, share experiences, and support each other as our careers develop. You may also meet someone who can give you career advice, introduce you to a new opportunity, or simply share their experience when you need it. And no matter where your career takes you, whether you stay in Australia or move to a different country, you can remain connected to IMC and to your fellow alumni. Your alumni network can continue to grow with you throughout your professional life. The Alumni Association is also an opportunity for you to give back. As you gain experience in your career, you can share your knowledge with other alumni and IMC students and help us build a stronger IMC community. For example, just a couple of months ago, one of our IMC graduates who completed a Master of Marketing and MBA degree, who has since built an impressive career in software engineering, hosted an online workshop for our IMC students, teaching us how to build AI agents, and he shared practical insights and experience to help our students better understand these emerging technologies. So I encourage all of you to join the alumni today and stay connected. You can find the IMC Alumni Association on LinkedIn, Facebook, and WeChat, where you can get updated information about our latest news, events, and alumni stories. You can also find the details about how to join in the Alumni Association in the graduation brochure. So congratulations again. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you soon at our next alumni event. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hayley Ma. Now, before we conclude today's ceremony, we have something special, and it's my great pleasure to invite Louise back to the stage for a special performance in celebration of your graduation. Louise, please come forward. I might tell you now, everyone, that Louise is my daughter. So I am mighty proud. Louise is a graduate of Macquarie University and is now an established musician, songwriter and performer. So please join me in welcoming Louise as she performs Count on Me, a song written by Bruno Mars. Yay! We all love Bruno Mars. that celebrates friendship, support, and being there for one another. Very appropriate for today's ceremony. It's a fitting message as you begin the next chapter of your lives, carrying with you the friendships and connections you have formed along the way. Over to you, Louise.
Thank you, and congratulations. I've been sitting down here in the corner, and your parents are just so proud of you. It's just an absolute pleasure to watch. So this song is for the graduates and also the families. If you ever find yourself lost in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. And if you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. But when you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, and every day I will remind you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah, yeah. You always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. You know you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. You can count on me 'cause I can count on you.
Thank you so much, Louise. That was terrific. Okay, we are now at the conclusion of the graduation ceremony today. So what's going to happen now is that the academic procession will leave the stage, and as we leave the stage, you can join the procession, and we'll be moving outside, and you can continue the celebrations on this wonderful day. And from me personally, congratulations to everyone. Thanks to all the parents and family. It's been marvellous.